Garbage Catcher by Ocean Cleanup. Plastic pollution is an urgent problem that mankind is facing right now. Only 9% of plastic is recycled and 12% is burned, while the rest goes to landfills or ends up polluting the environment. Plastic pollution is especially terrifying in the world's oceans, which on top of that is the most difficult area to keep clean. Ocean Cleanup is an environmental organization based in the Netherlands. It has developed an extremely ambitious project that should reduce the area of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch by 50% in 5 years. In case you didn't know, it's a trash island between California and Hawaii. Its size is already several times the size of France. The main instrument of the project is the U-shaped floating traps. These artificial barriers are held on the water's surface by special anchors. Their movement speed is much lower than that of the garbage. As a result, plastic and other floating waste is trapped. According to the plan, the device is operated by a ship which pulls out the caught garbage every few months and sends it for recycling. According to preliminary estimates, the device will catch around 15,000 tons of plastic from the ocean every year. The first attempt to launch the trap took place in 2018, but after several months of work, it was broken by the waves. The second model went into the ocean in June 2019. Source. In many countries around the world, people still have to buy bottled water because tap water is not safe for drinking. Not to mention the fact that some people have no access to running water at all. Fortunately, these specialists of the American startup Zero Mass Water have already figured out how to get water literally out of the air. Their project, known as Source, is quickly gaining popularity. This equipment operates on solar energy. There are solar panels or something similar at the sides and on the roof of the building. Their surface is covered with a special material that absorbs moisture from the environment. The collected liquid then enters the collection tank. Then it's enriched with mineral salts and turned into drinking water. Amazingly, 2 panels can produce up to 300 liters of water in a month. Today, Source is making the world a better place. The panels already produce water for refugees in Syria and school children in India and help with the water crisis in Africa. E-dumper. Burning fuel is damaging our planet. However, if we compare diesel with gasoline, the former produces much more harmful substances. Nevertheless, every year we keep using huge amounts of diesel fuel. It's especially problematic with special-purpose machinery. E-dumper is the largest electric-powered car in the world. It is also one of the world's first electric dump trucks. The vehicle weighs 45 tons and operates in a stone quarry near the Swiss city of Biel. Surprisingly, while working, this giant machine charges itself using movement and kinetic energy. Usually when a car slows down, that energy is lost, turning into heat. In the case of E-dumper, the situation is quite different. The electric motor collects energy and stores it in the battery for future use. Every year, E-dumper will save mankind 50 tons of diesel fuel. The carbon footprint of the machine is reduced by 130 tons. Blue Freedom Portable. A hydroelectric power plant is not necessarily a huge facility that supplies energy to entire cities. Today, you can even buy your own hydroelectric power plant. You can put it in your backpack and take it with you on hikes. Portable by Blue Freedom is a small but extremely useful device. All a person has to do is throw the mini turbine into a river or a stream. Even at low water velocity, the device generates enough energy to fully charge your gadget in 3 or 4 hours. The price is about $300. Elite Fire Drone. This invention seems rather simple at first sight, but it can save a lot of lives. Because, first of all, most people know how to use a fire extinguisher only in theory, and secondly, firefighters risk their lives at work every day. Here is a drone by Elite Fire. It can deliver a special fire extinguishing ball to the fire source. It reacts to the rise in temperature, exploding and scattering extinguishing powder. Thus, the invention provides fast fire extinguishing with minimal risk for people. Greenery. Today, to be a farmer and grow your own crops, you don't have to own a huge bit of land far from the city. Boston startup Freight Farms has come up with the invention that you're seeing on the screen right now. It's a farm inside a shipping container. Greenery uses a working principle known as hydroponics. This means that the leafy greens are not grown in the ground, but using a special solution. As you know, plants need sunlight to grow. In this case, the sun is successfully replaced by LED lamps. Inside the container, optimum humidity and temperature are maintained regardless of the season. Also, the system uses only 19 liters of water a day. That's 90% less than on traditional farms. The 30 square meter container can hold up to 13,000 plants inside it. The system has many advantages. First of all, greenery allows you to grow plants in areas where they will be consumed. This means that customers will always enjoy fresh herbs. Food won't have to travel thousands of kilometers and get spoiled on the road, and it won't leave a carbon footprint. Also, herbs are sold unpackaged, which means that the amount of plastic waste is reduced. Meyer mower. The last inventions featured in our video will not improve the environmental situation on the planet and won't even reduce pollution. But that doesn't mean that Meyer mowers can't make your life better. Every year, people around the world spend a lot of time mowing their lawns. This mundane task becomes more complicated and painfully long when it comes to difficult terrain. The equipment you see on the screen makes mowing easy and quick. It doesn't matter where the work is done. Steep slopes, swampy terrain, mountainous landscapes. These mowers maintain a high level of productivity everywhere. The secret lies in the original patented design. First of all, it has a low center of gravity, which provides increased stability even when the terrain is steep. We'd also like to draw your attention to the studded wheels. They guarantee excellent grip on the surface while minimizing soil damage.